One thing I'm realizing, y'all, is that doubt is the killer. It really is. So many times I've had an idea in my head and I didn't act on it, and somebody else did. Simple as that. And there's no envy, there's no hatred. It's just, it puts you in a position where you start to compare and you start to ask yourself, like, why didn't I do that for myself? It's laziness. That down in your mind from you thinking you can do something is what's killing us, man. It really is, because people are doing incredible things every day. They're just taking risks, putting themselves out there, being optimistic, trying to be great. Don't be a person that is doubtful, is scared to commit. I think in these times where people are the most creative, why not let that be you? I think you can be someone special. You can leave your mark in this world by showcasing who you are, because you are great. And you can figure out how to navigate the world. It just takes practice. You can't be hesitant. You have to attack. And you have to shoot your shot. Simplest terms. You have to shoot your shot and not be scared of the results. You know, when you're young, you don't really have that fear of anything. You're really just out there doing what your mind is telling you to do. And obviously that comes with its repercussions, because you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to piss people off. But if it's been like that since we were young, at what age did it stop and we started caring so much about what other people think? That's a question I ask myself. At what age did we all say, I'm actually scared, or I'm nervous, or I'm doubtful to express myself, to be me? And obviously I think of times where, people laughed at you, people talked behind your back, and it seemed like society was against you. I know a lot of people that feel like they're alone, a lot of people that feel like they're outcasts. I'm at the age where I'm like, that's okay. Seriously. And it took me a while to be like, it's okay to get laughed at. It's a strange realization when you start putting everything together and realizing that we're not the same as we used to be. Because I guess you don't really think, you know, when you're young. You kind of just live. And I think we start getting in our own heads so much that we forget to live. Forget to be creative, forget to try things, be spontaneous, do things out the blue just because I feel like it today and I'm going to commit to it. The opinions of others get clouded with yours, and you start to second guess yourself, trying to prove people wrong, trying to impress people, but nobody really cares. And if they do care, why do they? It's not their life. I think everybody's too busy worrying about themselves, anyways, for you and I to not be doing what our brain's telling us to do. If you have something you want to do, you got to do it. And when fear creeps up in your mind, it's something else. It's external, it's outside. The noise blocks us from hearing what's in our own head. I've heard so much people say to me, hey, Aj, I want to do this, or I think I should do this. I think I'd be really good at this. I think I can do this. Why don't I just do this? And then we don't act on it. Act on what you feel is right. And it's a hard thing to do. However, it feels good when you act on it. When we let it sit, get soggy, grow old, throw it in the trash. That's when others act. That's when other people find your trash that you threw out and say, this is the greatest idea ever. Whoever threw this in the trash was an idiot. Jokes. But your pen is golden. Your mind is unlike anything because you're different. And that's a hard concept to understand, but I understand it now. How one's mind is special in so many ways. That's why people fall in love with each other. That's why I fell in love with my wife. That's why I love my friends, my mom, my dad, my family, because everybody has their own way of thinking. So you cannot doubt your mind. And obviously, with all thoughts, we let them pass. But there's some that are big fish that are out there in the ocean that we got to try and grasp onto and try and catch. But don't be doubtful. If you have an idea, act upon it. Think about the way you want to execute it. And sometimes you don't have to tell anybody. You just got to tell yourself and make an agreement with yourself and follow up on that agreement. Stick to that agreement because it's with yourself. You're doing it for you, not for anybody else. Your own validation, your own future, your own beliefs. Your beliefs are right, man. Yeah. Don't be doubtful.